My friends, this is Dr. B, the best doctor in medicine and the most caring doctor in medicine. Today, Dr. B wants to remind you to never ever forget that after more than 30 years at high level in medicine, Dr. B genuinely loves you. Dr. B genuinely cares about you. And I swear to God, I say this from the bottom of my heart. Today, Dr. B wants to tell you why is it that being single, having no wife, no ex-wife, no kids, and no girlfriends, right now, November 2025, why is it that being single helps me a huge amount in being able to keep up with my diet and to never, ever, ever fail in following my diet? Right now, November 2025, Dr. B, 50 years young. It was about 10 years ago, in my early 40s, that I woke up from my sleep and I decided to implement, where the cazzo did I put it? To implement lifestyle changes in order to age gracefully and healthy. In order to achieve graceful, healthy aging, I implemented about 10 years ago in my early 40s, lifestyle changes, right? And one of the main parameters of any lifestyle changes in order to age gracefully is, of course, dieting, right? In addition to exercise, good sleep, eliminating junk food and everything, right? So I adopted about 10 years ago the magnificent ketogenic, also called keto diet. And I've been following that keto diet religiously for about 10 years. But it's only 4 years ago, about 4 years ago, that I got rid of all my ex-girlfriends and girlfriends, and I simplified my life, right? Decluttered my life mentally and physically, and I decided to no longer go on dates, to no longer have girlfriends, and to no longer socialize and party. I apologize, it's getting late. And to no longer socialize and go to parties like I used to. I used to be extremely into socializing, meeting people, and having girlfriends, meeting friends and family members of my girlfriends and ex-girlfriends. I had a list of cell phone numbers of friends and ex-girlfriends and blah, blah, blah in my cell phone, longer than the penis of a horse. And about a few years ago, I decided to declutter my life, get rid of the ex-girlfriends and girlfriends and all these fake friends who call you only when they need money, right? And my God, not having any girlfriend for the last 4 years has been a blessing in allowing me to never betray my keto diet. And it is a very, very easy to understand process. If you don't date any woman, if you have no wife, no kids, no girlfriend, no ex-girlfriend, if you don't socialize like I used to before, I used to be a party freak. There wasn't a weekend when with my girlfriends we didn't go to weekend getaways, parties, the house of this family member, the house of the other family. I mean, it was constant. Even during weekdays, I used to take these beautiful ladies out for dinner, for fun, concert, restaurants, bars. I mean, it's crazy. No longer doing that is a major contributor as to why I am able to maintain this loyalty to my keto diet. And my God, I look so good. No pain, no gain. Remember, no pain, no gain. If you don't sacrifice anything, you will not reach anything, right? If you don't go to the gym, you won't become muscular. You won't lose your fat. If you don't diet, you will not lose your fat. If you don't study, you will not become an engineer, a lawyer, a doctor, a dentist, a chiropractor. It requires sacrifice, everything in life, right? Whether you build a company, whether you are in high tech, whether you are a plumber, a carpenter, a bus driver, you need to have some training, you need to have some dedication to your work, right? It's the same for medicine, it's the same for my life. Now, for those of you who are married, who have kids, who are dating beautiful ladies, it is very difficult to follow a diet. And even me, Dr. B, with my amazing willpower, everybody's brain is different. I have a huge willpower, right? Even that, it was difficult to do as long as I had these girlfriends, because we go to a restaurant and you see the girl stuffing her food with all this, her face with all this food, and then she invites you to the wedding of her sister. You're surrounded with food. The next weekend, she invites you to her mama's home because it's the birthday of her mama. And then, oh my God, there's food and everything. And then if you don't eat, the family members look at you like you're a weirdo. They are all sitting, stuffing their face constantly with food during all these parties. And all I do is asking for some eggs and coffee or tea, you know, or some nuts or eggs or avocados. I mean, anything that is good for my keto diet, right? And you look like a weirdo and you cannot feel that you are integrating, because all they care about in their barbecues and stuff is to just eat and drink and drink. You know, I cut back also on the alcohol about 10 years ago. Zero alcohol is the safe limit. There is no safe limit for alcohol. Do not believe those charlatans who tell you one glass of wine or one beer or one tequila is okay. No, it's not. It's like cigarette. There is no safe limit for wine, for alcohol, for beer, for anything. Zero, right? So for you guys who are still dating beautiful ladies, who are still, or who have wives and husbands and kids and family. My family members are either overseas or out of state. Dr. B living right here in Mountain View, California, gorgeous, beautiful, pristine, but super expensive city of Mountain View, California. I have no family member except my sister far away in Oakland. It takes about 2 hours to drive with the traffic and everything. I used to go almost every weekend, be with my sister, right? Her husband, her 3 kids. But now that the kids are grown up, they are teenagers or very young adults. They don't care anymore about Dr. B, their uncle, right? They used to be very excited to see me when they were young and little kids, but now they don't give a cat, so they have their own life. So, and I stopped going. My sister is busy with her friends and blah, 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 and she's constantly out eating with her husband and stuffing their face with food constantly, every weekend, every evening. Their kitchen, the kitchen of my sister, she got a big house, 5-bedroom, 4-bath in Oakland, California, 2 hours from here. The kitchen is bigger than my entire apartment. She got 2 huge, massive refrigerators packed from top to bottom with food. And they constantly eat. Her husband, herself, her friends that are always with her, and of course her kids. I mean, she's socializing and tremendously, and then she wonders why she's gaining weight, right? Why she's becoming fat, why she has diabetes, high blood pressure, and everything, right? No pain, no gain. No pain, no gain, right? Obviously. So for you guys who have this kind of lifestyle, and cannot get rid of this lifestyle, because you cannot get rid of the husband or the wife or the kids, right? Or the family members who live close to you and constantly inviting you for Thanksgiving, Christmas, weekend getaways, weekends, who are very close to you, right? For those of you who are not lucky, like Dr. B, who has never been married, never had any wife or ex-wife or kids, no cats, no dogs, and no girlfriend, those of you, then you have a very difficult dilemma. You have a very difficult choice to make, because it is extremely hard to follow a diet for a long time, because if you stop dieting and exercising and everything, you go back, you gain the weight back, and you become fat again, either overweight or obese. So if you're overweight or obese and you cannot diet, remember that you are in danger. I posted a video about the dangers of being overweight or obese, right? Obviously, being obese puts you at higher danger than being overweight, right? But both of them are very detrimental to your health. Remember that the list of adverse health effects that obesity or being overweight can do to you, regardless of your age, your gender, your ethnicity, or your race or anything. If you are overweight or obese, the list of bad adverse health effects is longer than the penis of a horse. I posted a video about what being obese or overweight can do to your health. It is the silent, invisible killer inside you. It will slowly over time, just like high blood pressure, just like diabetes, just like high cholesterol, just like high triglycerides, just like chronic inflammation and many more, and just like junk food that you keep stuffing your face with, just like that, slowly over time it will kill you. If it doesn't kill you, it will give you dementia. It will give you heart failure. I mean, the list of bad adverse side effects of being overweight or obese is, as I said, longer than the penis of an elephant. So you, as an overweight or obese person who has a beautiful life, you have a great profession, you are married to your wife or to your husband or whoever else, you have kids, you have family, you enjoy life, right? You have a great job, you make money, you eat constantly, you come home, life is beautiful, you go on vacation, you stuff your face, by the time you come back from vacation, you gain 20 pounds, you have a beautiful life, but you are overweight or obese, and that will kill you. It will give you the stroke, the heart attack, the heart failure, the dementia. I mean, it's unbelievable what you are doing to your body by staying overweight or obese. Make sure you consider that as an emergency and start implementing lifestyle changes. But for those of you who have tried and are constantly failing to follow their diet because it's really hard, there are not many people on earth who have my lifestyle, right? Who are able to say, I never got married, never had any wife, never had any kids, never have any ex-wife, and I'm able to just no longer deal with all this troublemaking but gorgeous ex-girlfriend and girlfriends. Then you have to decide. You have two options in order to stop this nasty enemy, silent enemy that is slowly killing you from inside. You have two options. You either decide with your doctor to put you on a GLP-1 receptor agonist, right? Semaglutide, Ozempic, Wegovy, or tirzepatide, Mounjaro, or if you don't want to go on medications, which I understand, because nobody knows as of November 2025 what are the long-term side effects of these medications. They might give you dementia, who knows? They might increase your risk of cancer, who knows? Look at the list of medications that we've been giving to people for the last 40, 50 years. Antipsychotic, antidepressant, sleep medication, anxiolytics. I mean, the list of medications that we know now give you dementia. The list is higher than the penis of a horse, right? So who knows what these medications can do to you. But if you decide to go on these medications, then good for you. Make sure that you make an informed decision if you want to go. If you don't want to take any other medication and you fail to follow a diet, because as I said, it's very difficult, then your other option is to do bariatric surgery. In my opinion, bariatric surgery is the best. You find a good bariatric surgeons, right? And there are different techniques, right? The gastric sleeve is the best one, the lap band and all these different techniques. It is a non-invasive, minimally invasive surgery. You go to the hospital the morning or the clinic, you're out in the afternoon. The risk of complications is extremely small, and they don't open your tummy. It's a keyhole surgery. They make little holes in your tummy, and the benefit of this bariatric surgery is that you're done for life. For the rest of your life, your appetite will be tiny. You will eat a tiny bit. So you will no longer be hungry and sitting and eating a lot every day like my ex-girlfriends or like all my family members and all my co-workers over there at our beautiful cardiovascular clinic. Because your stomach, the surgeon will make your stomach, instead of being naturally big like this and can swallow a ton of food, it will make it tiny. Your stomach will be tiny like this. So each time you eat, my God, you're done. After eating half of the plate, you will feel full. You will go with your business, right? So it will implement caloric restriction, right? That Dr. B is able to do naturally by my willpower and by my lifestyle. So remember, if you don't want to take these medications, although they are extremely powerful, but the problem is that we don't know the side effects. And in addition to that, once you stop these medications, you will go back to become overweight or obese. It's not like you stop the medication after 2 years and you're done. No. As soon as you stop the medications, these GLP-1 medications, as soon as you stop them, your appetite will come back and you will, just like before, go back and keep stuffing your face 10 times per day with massive amount of calories. While this solution, the bariatric surgery, is for life. For the rest of your life, your stomach will be tiny like this, like the stomach of a little baby. Therefore, it will quickly fill up with food. After eating one burger, you will be done. Whereas right now you are eating 3 burgers, 1 French fry, chicken, Coke, ice cream, cake, another burrito, and that's your lunch. Already you swallow 3,000 calories for one lunch, right? So the surgeon will make your stomach tiny like that of a baby. So you will be done after eating just 1 burger. You will have naturally, by your stomach, the surgeon, you will have what Dr. B can do naturally, which is caloric restriction, and you will lose all your fat. And then you find a good plastic surgeon to do skin reduction surgery. For those of you who are obese, once you lose the weight, you're going to have massive amount of sagging skin. Sagging skin, all of your belly skin will be sagging, your ass, your hips. Then you have to remove the excess skin. Then you have to find a plastic surgeon who will do a skin reduction surgery. So you're not out of the trouble yet. And the more obese you are, the worse it is. So basically, this is how Dr. B has been able to implement these beautiful lifestyle changes, among which the most important measure is the diet, in addition, of course, to exercise, good sleep, zero stress, right? Zero stress. It is because of my lifestyle, but I understand that 90% of the population on earth is not able to live like me. Most people are married, they have kids, they have family that are around, and they love to socialize and blah, blah, blah. Every brain is different. I definitely no longer miss the partying, the socializing, the girlfriends, and oh my God, I'm done with all that stuff. Been there, done that. I love you guys. Dr. B graduated from medical school. I promised I will always bring you the truth and nothing else but the truth. The truth, the scientific evidence is on the National Library of Medicine and in Dr. B's brain. I promise I will love you the same and respect you and honor you the same regardless of your gender, ethnicity, political affiliation, sexual orientation, whether you're a man or woman or claim to be anything in between, whether you're bisexual, asexual, pansexual, polysexual, any cats or sexual, I love you. And I promise I will always put your benefit before mine, right? Help me to grow this channel, guys. I'm not here for the money, the fame, the glory. I make a ton of money at our beautiful cardiovascular clinic, 5 minutes from this beautiful apartment where Dr. B lives in the beautiful but expensive city of Mountain View, California, right? And I'm never going to retire. I'm going to be doing medicine until the age of 100 when I die, God willing, healthy, in my sleep, in my bed. I'm married to medicine. Medicine is my wife. I cannot imagine one day not doing medicine, right? I already traveled to 60 countries. I speak 5 languages fluently, number 6 halfway to be fluent, and I lived in 6 countries. 6 countries I lived in addition to traveling to 60. So traveling is no longer my stuff, and I have a simple Honda Accord, 10-year-old. I maintain it. It's nice, beautiful, parked over there. I could buy cash the latest Lamborghini to go at that dealership in Los Gatos, California, 10 minutes from Mountain View, and pay cash the latest Lamborghini, bring it, put it here. I don't give a cazzo about cars. I don't show off with a villa, which I don't own. I only this apartment, 1 bedroom. I live a simple, frugal life. Right? I don't show off with my car, with my villa, with my penis. I show off with my brain. Help me, guys, to grow this channel so that I can reach more people with my knowledge, with my skills. My mission on YouTube is to be a counterweight, a counterbalance to all these medical charlatans who have millions of channels on YouTube and everywhere else and give you BS just because they want viewers and subscribers and make millions of dollars of money. Shame on them. Dr. B is not this. I love you guys. May God bless you and help you to stay always healthy and successful. Help me to grow this channel. Kopkun Makmak, Kopkun Nakrap, Sawaddikrap, and I hope to talk to you in the next video. May God bless you all. Put your comments and your question, any katso you want down there. Bye-bye.